Welcome back to Moments of Inspiration, a Tiva Talk production, a podcast dedicated to those who dare to dream, who strive for more, and who believe that faith can move mountains. Today, we're diving deep into real-world examples of how faith can turn adversity into action. In our last episode, we introduced the concept of the growth mindset and touched on the story of Nelson Mandela. Today we're going to explore how his unwavering faith not only sustained him through 27 years of imprisonment, but ultimately led to the transformation of an entire nation. Imagine spending nearly 3 decades confined to a small cell, surrounded by 4 walls, with limited contact with the outside world. How would you maintain your faith and hope in such dire circumstances? Mandela's cell on Robben Island was a mere 8 feet by 7 feet, barely enough room to move around. The routine was harsh and monotonous. Each day began early in the morning with hard labor in the limestone quarry under the scorching sun. The guards were unyielding and the living conditions were brutal. Meals were sparse and often inadequate, providing barely enough sustenance to get through the day. Yet, despite these conditions, Mandela found ways to nurture his spirit and maintain his faith. He used his time to study, read, and write. He secretly wrote his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom, which he hid in the prison until it could be smuggled out. Mandela also engaged in political discussions with fellow prisoners, strategizing and planning for a future South Africa free from apartheid. Mandela's ability to turn his prison cell into a place of learning and growth is remarkable. He showed us that even in the most oppressive environments, our minds and spirits can remain free. His faith in a better future never wavered, and that inner strength became a beacon of hope for others. Mandela's faith was not just a belief in a higher power, but a deep conviction in the power of human resilience and the possibility of change. His daily routines included meditation and reflection, helping him stay focused and grounded. He also maintained his physical health through exercise, knowing that a strong body would support a strong mind. Perhaps most importantly, Mandela's faith extended to his fellow prisoners. He encouraged them, fostered unity, and built a community within the prison walls. His leadership and unwavering spirit inspired those around him, turning a place of despair into a crucible for strength and solidarity. Mandela's journey shows us that faith is a powerful force that can carry us through the darkest times. His life is a testament to the fact that even when faced with seemingly insurmountable challenges, faith can lead us to achieve extraordinary things. But Mandela's story is not the only example of faith turning adversity into action. Let's turn our attention to another remarkable figure who took a leap of faith to transform her life and community. Wangari Maathai, growing up in Kenya, witnessed environmental degradation and social inequality firsthand. Her faith in the power of community and the environment led her to start the Green Belt movement, which has planted millions of trees and empowered countless women. Maathai's vision went beyond just planting trees. She saw the interconnectedness of environmental conservation, women's rights, and community empowerment. Her faith in this vision drove her to persist, even in the face of political opposition and personal attacks. The Green Belt movement has not only transformed landscapes, but also uplifted communities. It has provided income to rural women, restored degraded environments, and fostered a sense of environmental stewardship among Kenyans. Now, let's move to Uganda, where we find another inspiring example of faith in action. Sanga Moses, growing up in poverty, faced the harsh realities of life in rural Uganda, but he refused to be defined by his circumstances. Driven by his faith in a better future, Moses founded EcoFuel Africa. This innovative company turns agricultural waste into clean cooking fuel, providing sustainable energy solutions while creating jobs and improving lives. Moses saw the dire need for change in his community and believed he could make a difference. His faith in his vision drove him to create a solution that not only addresses environmental concerns but also empowers local communities. These stories, Mandela's, Maathai's, and Moses, teach us that faith is not just about believing, it's about acting on that belief. It's about letting go of the limiting beliefs that our environment imposes on us and embracing the possibilities that faith reveals. Faith gives us the courage to take that first step, to persist when obstacles arise, and to inspire others along the way. It's about understanding that we have the power to change our circumstances, one action at a time. As we conclude our exploration of faith versus adversity, how to overcome life's challenges and win, I want you to reflect on your own life. What obstacles are you facing? What dreams have you put aside because they seemed impossible? Remember, your environment does not define you. Your faith does. You have the power to plant seeds of change in your life and in your community. It starts with believing in the possibility of a better future and taking action, no matter how small, towards that vision. Thank you for joining me on this journey of faith. Stay inspired, stay faithful, and until next time, keep believing in the power of faith to transform your life.